Hello, everyone.
Hello. All right.
Okay, so we hope you're all doing good. We're gonna wait a little bit for everyone to join.
No, I'm ready to go. Let's go.
You ready to go?
Gosh, it's been a while since we did one of these. I'm very excited to be back on here. I think it was the very last time actually was in January we did it, but it was like more of like a very specific type of Q&A. But the last time we did like a get to know us was last year in April, right?
Yeah, we'll go sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been some time, so we've got lots to catch up on. Hope you guys are good. I'm also like paying attention over here because we've got some comments coming in on the chat over here.
Yeah. So need to make sure we have a good connection here.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, good. Yeah, I can see that some of you are already here. Perfect. Great. All right, guys. So this is gonna be a live where you can ask any questions. It's basically to make sure you can get to know us and we can connect with you guys. So we received a few questions already, but if you have any questions you would like to ask us, you can use the chat.
Yeah.
And we will look at the chats.
Yeah, he went through all the questions. I was busy taking care of like making this like an actual studio space. So I don't know anything. He received all the questions. He read through them. I think you're just going to read them out to both of us.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what to expect for this session. So I'm very excited.
One of the first questions, I think we can start with that we can give some updates. It's about your knee.
Yeah.
And some people are asking how you're doing with your knee.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Things are good. So for those of you who don't know, I ended up having what's called a popliteus muscle strain or popliteus tendon strain. I think it's a tendon. Yeah. So
I'm laughing because KP and Bryn just say, "Hey, frowns."
Sup, guys? So I ended up injuring my knee, and basically what ended up happening was like I was trying to do floor trials at Grand Nationals. The floor was pretty sticky, so I guess my body was turning, but my foot wasn't, and it created a lot of strain on my knee.
Yeah.
It could have been much worse, but right now I'm doing good. It's still kind of weird to walk. If I'm like putting my weight on my leg and then I go to like rotate on it, it feels weird. It pops weird. Sometimes it feels really weak. So I'm still in rehab right now, but we're going to get practicing our routine here pretty soon. I think we'll start Tuesday.
Yeah, like in a few days we should go back into it.
Because we have Liberty coming up.
Yeah.
Big competition coming up in New York, so we're wanting to make sure that we're good for that. So I'm just like, as much as I possibly can, every time that I have like some free time, I'm just doing some rehab and therapy on it. But it's good. I'm able to dance. I was able to dance at Jack and Jill Rama, which I really wanted to be able to do because I love dancing at that event. So yeah, I think it's much better than what it was. So thank you for asking.
Yeah, and we were hoping for you to dance at Jack and Jill Rama, but we didn't know.
Yeah.
So it was
up until like an hour before, 2 hours before.
Yeah, because some people were kind of shocked that Nicole danced, but she really took care of the knee until last weekend.
Yeah.
And we danced a little bit. It felt good.
Yeah.
We did the prelims and it was okay. And then we pushed for final.
We basically we're taking the prelims really light, and we were trying, I wanted him to be honest with me and like tell me if the prelims felt like I was holding back a little bit, like, because that would have just determined whether I actually danced in Jack and Jill the following day. Because I didn't want to feel like I was potentially holding my leaders back. I didn't want to have that weird mindset of like, I want to push, I want to dance, but I can't. Yeah. So, but he ended up telling me that it was okay. So yeah, that was a stressful weekend leading up to that point, because I was just like, I really want to dance. I was kind of torn between the two, but just luckily my body felt strong enough to be able to do so. Had it not, though, I would have scratched it. Like it's not worth pushing through an injury and potentially making it worse, especially when we had the Open coming up in like 5 months.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for all the nice comments. We see love in the comments. So thank you so much. That's really sweet. So we're going to go into a few questions that we received. Again, make sure you can, if you want, you can ask questions on the chat here. This is the time where you can ask basically anything, right? It's not just about dance. If you want to get to know us more personally too, you can also ask questions about anything dance related or more in our life or in the past or maybe in the future. So it's a good way for us to also connect with you in a different way.
Yeah.
But just to give you some knowledge, we have someone ask a question. I think it's good if you're not familiar so much with West Coast swing and also the competition. From Face Nook, we have a question. When you dance in a competition, do you not know what music style or song you will be given to dance? How does it work?
Oh, okay. Do you want to start with that one? Because
so we have many different. Just for you guys
I'm stuck on the name.
We have
Face Nook.
I like Face Nook.
Face Nook.
I like it. Yeah.
Face Nook.
So we're gonna have different divisions in West Coast Swing. You have the improv side and more the choreography routines. So when it's improv, you usually have either you know your partner because it's a strictly, so you can decide who you're dancing with, or it's a Jack and Jill, and we don't know. We have different level, but in your level, in a Jack and Jill, you don't know who you're gonna dance with. But when it's improv, either Jack and Jill or strictly swing, we do not know the music. So this is real improv because we don't know which music we're gonna have, and we need to create on the spot, either with someone that we know we're gonna dance with in the strictly, or someone that we're going to draw on the floor for a Jack and Jill. When it's a routine, we pick the song, it's hours of work, you create the choreography, and then you put that on the floor. So it's more prep because it's a full choreo.
Yeah. And it can also happen often where we get a song that we really don't know, but I think our community, they tend to have, all around the world, like DJs tend to play music in social dancing that they will also play in competition. So you kind of get used to the types of songs that are being played, the rhythm structures, the phrasing structures. So as professional dancers, when we're in this community we've been in it for our whole lives.
Yeah,
so like I would say 28, 29 years. And I've been dancing to some of the same music that I've been dancing to since I was a baby. So I know, like when a certain song comes on, I know exactly where it goes. Or like even AC/DC at Jack and Jill-A-Rama, we got the AC/DC song, You Shook Me All Night Long. I think that, I can't remember the exact title of it, but I know it's You Shook Me All Night Long. But yeah, so we got that song a few years ago, and then we got it again randomly. Like that was not planned at all. It was really funny, the fact that the DJ decided to play that song, and he wasn't there previous years, so he didn't know.
Little side note, the DJ was there. It's a Lindy Hopper dancer, Boogie Woogie, and someone that I know well because it's a French dancer teacher that is from the south of France. So that was really funny.
So like he was like,
his name is Remy.
Kwaku, Remy Kwaku. So he plays that song for us, and I was like, oh my god, that's so funny. We got this song a few years ago. So like we kind of repeated a few of the movements that we did in the previous, but like we all kind of know that song just culturally. Being in like the US, I feel like that's just kind of a staple type of music. So some songs are like you kind of know them. Some songs we really don't know, and we're discovering it as we do the dance. That is my favorite. I love exploring music while moving. So yeah.
Nice. So we have other questions. Thanks again for all the love I see comments from Larry, Linda. So sweet of you guys. Thank you so much, Joanne.
I saw one that said, how did you guys meet?
Yeah. So we had many questions about how we met and how our relationship started. It's a good question. Yeah. It's
I like to start this off by saying it was kind of an arranged thing.
So there is how we met as dancers, and then how the relationship started is two separate questions. The second question is more spicy, right? But I think it's fun. Did we talk about them the last live stream?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, but we got new people here, so we should talk about it again. I also love this story. So
I'm from France. From the south of France, and I knew that I wanted to be full professional in West Coast Swing. I'm from a different dance genre at first. I was doing Boogie Woogie, so it's very different. It's a bit faster. It's still a swing dance, but not the same style. And so I came into West Coast Swing in Europe, and I started to travel the circuit, but I knew I wanted to go to the US if I really wanted to push, because most of the biggest world championship are like just the competition, or like the biggest scene and stage are in the US. So I started to travel to the US, and I had my good friend and coaches, Kyle and Sarah, that were taking care of me and coaching me when I started. and Nicole was already partnered and coached by Benji.
Yeah.
And so I was in the US maybe for the third time, and I was with Carl and Sarah, and they were like, we have someone that I think you should meet, that you guys would be maybe a good match for the future.
They're basically like, his coaches were basically like, we have somebody who's going to be free in like a few years because her partner's going to retire from competition, Benji. So Benji was going to retire within a few years of us being partnered. And he was even telling me, he's like, I'm going to retire soon. I need you to look for a partner and start setting something up so that you can just continue your journey.
Mm-hmm.
So we're looking really heavily. And then he goes to an event in France and he comes back and he's like, I found a guy who's going to be an amazing dancer. He doesn't speak a word of English, but he's going to be amazing. And so he's like, he's going to be at Boogie by the Bay, an event in San Francisco. And so I want you to basically go talk with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we'll try to go talk with him and like just introduce yourself, dance with him a little bit, see how you feel. So he had his coaches telling him to look at me because I was going to retire soon. I had my coach telling me to go look at him because he was going to be amazing. And it was just like, nobody talked like between his coaches and mine. Like, they didn't really talk. It was just kind of like around the same time, everything just kind of blended together, and it was so funny.
So we met in San Francisco at an event called Boogie by the Bay in 2016, and as you heard, I was not speaking really well English, so it was more like sign language.
It was a lot of body language. It was a lot of like bird call. Like,
so that was a good time. Like, we connected more through the dance and energy, you know, of each other. If we were a good match. And we were a good match, but after that, I went back to France, coming back often to the US, but I was not leaving there. Nicole continued her journey with Benji.
Mm-hmm. I think we saw each other like once every 3 months.
Yeah.
If that, like if we were lucky, sometimes it was longer.
We knew that in the back of our head, we wanted to dance together, but it was not the time right now.
Yeah.
So when it came to a point that Benji was going to retire, we started to talk about, hey, this is going to happen. So let's chat, like, when do we start practicing? So in 2018, it's when we decided to really start to work together. So I did my routine with Estelle Bonner in classic. Nicole retired with Benji in 18, right?
Yeah, 2018 showcase. And then the next day, we started creating our new routine with him.
So that's how it started. And in 2018, after the Open, we started to create a new routine. In 2019, we competed at the Open together in showcase. So that's how the timeline for you guys. And how we became a couple together. In 2018, so the year we're supposed to start working together, we were at an event called Desert City Swing in Phoenix. And I really started to, at first, I just wanted to see Nicole as a partner, because I don't know if you guys know that, but, you know, mixing relationship, personal and professional, can be scary. Mm-hmm. So we're like, professional. And so in Phoenix, in September, I started to professional. Like, I started to like kind of like open, and I couldn't control it. And I was like, oh, I like her. It's hard. Should I try? Should I not? Should I back up? So I decided to tell Nicole, hey, I like you. So I'd like to see if we can be more than just partner in the future. And Nicole, big stop. And was like, nope, I am not ready.
Yeah, but hang on.
I am not ready.
Hang on. You left out the fact that I was also flirting with you that entire time, and like you knew I liked you, so that's why you texted me.
But so when you're like, okay, I like you. Is there something together we can do? And she was like, no, I'm not ready. I need to focus on my thing. And I was like, wow, okay.
Well, here's the thing. So
she made me wait for a few months, basically.
Okay, but I think you'll understand why when I tell you. So we were together for like a small portion of September, and we felt that we were really attracted to each other. We liked the idea of, you know, just being in that relationship, we felt so comfortable. We were so comfortable, and so it was so easy to be around each other. The only thing was, like, as soon as he kind of opened up and confessed his feelings to me, one, he texted it to me after I had left, and we wouldn't see each other for 3 months.
3 months, yeah. Something like this. It was September, the Open.
Yeah, but the next time that we would have seen each other would have been the World Swing Dance Championships at the Open. I had to focus on retiring Benji, which if you guys know Benji, and it's like everything is around the dance, like, and that's how I was as well during that time. I was like, nothing else matters. And of course, like even to this day, I think we're very much like nothing else matters around that time period, September, October, November. It is just the Open, it is the World Championships. So no distractions.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, well, I have to kind of focus. I need to focus on this. The next time I would see him, and it would be like the first time that he's like my boyfriend, it would have been at the World Championships. I would have wanted to be with him, but also take care of the fact that I'm having my final routine with Benji. And it was just like kind of balancing a lot. And like, I didn't want my first time to be with him be at like the World Championships 2-3 months later, like being in a long distance relationship for the first time. I don't know. It was just like, there were so many things. But
so in the end, at this Open, when Nicole danced with Benji, I danced with Estelle. I knew that we liked each other, but it wasn't a good time. So I was kind of playing, like trying to get closer to other people and like showing,
Yeah, you were an asshole to me.
So it kind of worked because then she was kind of jealous. So Nicole came to my home in France to practice in January 2019, and that's where we really were official. We decided to date each other. I mean, to date together and also be partners.
I had to beg him though.
No,
kind of. I had to be like, no, not beg. I was like, I want you to take me out on a date, and he's like, what's a date? Like, because they don't like. Apparently, you guys don't do that in France.
I mean,
like,
the thing that is weird to me is we knew we liked each other. We've been talking about it for a month. We're in the kitchen talking at like 1 a.m. and I like you, you like me. I'm about to kiss her, and she's like, no, we need to have a date. And I'm like, what? We like each other. We've been talking about it for months. Can we just kiss and be together? No. I need to plan the thing.
I was like, please take me on a date.
I need to beautiful restaurant and blah, 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 and a date. I was like, okay. Yeah. And I did it.
And he did such a good job. You dressed up and everything, and it was wonderful. But I don't know. I was like, I had to work hard to get him to like... Yeah, but it's fun. Cute. It's cute. I love our little history, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Mm-hmm. I think like every single time that like I saw him, there's like this feeling of the feeling of like attraction, but not just physical, emotional attraction. Just got stronger each and every time. Even though like we couldn't really talk to each other in the beginning, when I first met him, I knew he was going to be a very important person in my life. Mm-hmm. And I could feel it directly, and I was like, okay, I know that's gonna happen at some point. We don't need to rush it. And it was just like everything had kind of like very fluidly happened, and it was perfect.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So we have other questions. Where are you from? Where's Nicole from?
I'm from here.
That's from Mona.
This is this is my hometown. This is Redlands or Highland, California. I usually say Redlands because people know what Redlands is a little bit more, but it's like San Bernardino County, right under a giant mountain. It's like one of the last like main civilization before going out into the desert. Yeah. So if you look at LA, you go an hour and a half east of LA, I'm there.
By the way, we went for Elevate, a professional training that we're just organized the past week. We're in Borrego Springs, and it's hot out there. Oh my God. Yeah. That's the desert.
Yeah. It is hot. Yeah. Right now it's hot.
Yeah. And if you guys were wondering, I'm from the south of France, which is the city is Toulon, between Marseille and Nice on the French coast. So that's where my family is from. And that's where we are when we are a bit more based in Europe. Mm-hmm. That's where we stay.
Yeah, we do spend our time, like, it's not half and half anymore. We used to be very much half and half. We spend a bit more time here in the US. But we are thinking about moving closer to LA. There's a possibility that we'll do that. Yeah. Either next year or maybe a year and a half. I don't know.
We'll see.
We're still talking about it.
We have other questions. I see. Are you coming to Midwest Westy Fest from Jade?
I responded to that one on comments.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Here? No, we haven't. I went when I was younger.
No, we're not going.
We don't go. I think we're in Europe during that time too.
If you want us to go, talk to them.
Talk to the event directors.
And we have another question. We have some work question. We're going to take some about workshop and how we do levels. I like to take some more personal question right now. That's a work personal. Do you think that you will ever retire after winning enough open routines? That's a interesting question. So I just turned 30. I've been competing since I'm 8 years old, like not even 6 years old. So it's been a long time on the competitive floor. So if I respond to about me, I don't think it's a question about, it's not about how many open title.
Yeah.
It's more how much energy and how many stories I still want to put on the floor until I coach or judge. So when do I want this, this transition from being active competitor and still having stories? Even if we can do shows, I just feel like doing the open is special because you have a strong voice when you're on the competitive floor. So it's more this question that I ask myself: how many more piece I want to put on the floor that will be competitive? And so still, I think I still have a lot that I want to share. It's also, when do we want to have a different life? If we want to build a family, if we want to settle somewhere. Because when you're a competitor, you want to use that, and you also want to travel the world. And so it's more, it's less than just routines. It's more the career. How much do we want to put still into this traveling and intense career?
Yeah. And I double that. And I want to add to, I don't think we'll ever be done telling stories. I think that's our nature, and that's what drives us in the artistry of this community. It's more of understanding how we can push our bodies to the limit, and then when it kind of tips into that direction where we cannot physically keep up with it anymore, and making sure that we retire in a good part of our career, rather than we physically cannot do this anymore, and we're still trying to run after it. So we try to take care of our bodies just so that we can be able to continue to do this as long as we can. But we don't have a specific time limit on it. We're not okay, we're gonna do 5 more. We're gonna do 6 more. It's very much we're kind of going with the flow, and we still feel good competitively. We still feel like we have a lot to offer. And a small part of us also feels like it's kind of our duty. We want to push this this dance sport. We want to elevate as much as we possibly can, especially the showcase side of things. And then help other people to also do that when we retire. So that's kind of where we're at. So no specific time limit on it right now, but I'm sure at one point it'll get a little bit more clear, but yeah, it'll be down the road. We still have a lot to do. We're not done yet. Also, yeah.
Okay, could you share some principles of your weekly training? How do you organize it? What do you need to do every day? Thank you. Let's respond quickly to this one, just for you guys to give you some ideas on how we think about weekly training. It depends if we have a routine competition coming up. We like to usually practice our dance routine minimum 4 times a week.
I think more, yeah.
Yeah. But when we're off, meaning that when we don't have a competition coming up, we like to maintain the routine. If we get close to the competition, let's say 2 weeks, 3 weeks before, it's almost going to be every day, because we want to really get back into it completely and control it. We go to the gym 5 to 6 times a week to just push our bodies.
Yeah.
And now that we have an online classes platform, it really pushed us to dance even more, which is amazing. We do live practices. We push our content. So as teachers' perspective, we also practice what we're going to teach. We build concepts, so it takes off some time. We create new classes, new materials for events. So in a day, usually if I give you a basic day, I like personally to wake up. I like to get a coffee. Or what I've been doing is going to the gym first, then get a coffee. Then we practice together the routine. And so the morning is usually more physical, and the afternoon is a bit more work on the computer or for classes. So it's how we like to structure it.
Yeah, exactly. And we try to stay well-rounded with the types of training that we do. So it's not we just do strength training, even though that's very important to us. We've gotten recently into Pilates. I'm very much yoga based, so I love resistance training, but I also love doing body weight training, yoga. So I think we try to we try to broaden our horizons when it comes to movement and it comes to just training in general. I think anything and everything is very good for you. If you do one thing all the time, it kind of gets redundant in the body. So we try to broaden the horizons a bit on that. Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Someone said that they love the paintings in the background. That is nice.
Oh, thank you.
That's Nicole's painting.
That's me.
Like on the back.
Yeah, I have my easel set up over here. Like I do that when I have time, and I do like maybe one a year. This one was last year. This one was this year. So like I don't have as much time for it, but I do love to do it. So thank you.
That's so sweet. I don't know if I want to respond to this question. Someone's asking what is on my arm, my tattoo.
Well,
I have a tattoo that says, "Do you dance with me?" I know it's not really English.
That's your first one, right?
That was my first one.
Yeah.
I was 17 years old, and I asked my English teacher in France, "I want to do a tattoo about dance. Is that English?" She said, "Yes, it's totally English." And that was a lie. So teacher, I remember you. I will not say your name, but yeah. So I should just.
It is kind of English. It's not. It is English. It's just not what we would say.
I should cross it. Woo, Jew, arrow, like, two.
Babe.
No.
Leave it.
Okay.
Leave it.
All right. Another question.
Do you dance with me?
Are you planning to slow down a bit the traveling in the next 5 to 10 years? Planning to get involved in larger projects such as BU? So that's a good question. We are traveling a lot right now, and we do want to still travel as of right now because we are still very active competing. But I do think that at one point we'll want to slow down a bit more. We're actually on the way to not travel as much as like 45 weekends a year because it is exhausting. And you might have seen it, but we started to create projects that are different than just traveling. So we have our online classes platform that we're really pushing. But so to do that, we need to make sure we have time home to be able to work on it. We also created the first full-rounded professional for West Coast Swing Dancers, professional training summit, where we had a bunch of coaches, mentors to be part of it. And we also have a summer swing camp in the south of France. So we do a lot of things on the side that we want to build when the day comes where we don't want to travel as much. And we also have, the project that we built and not just work at events. So that's kind of like how we see it. About traveling, I do see at least minimum 5 years still of intense traveling because we're pushing a lot. And maybe after that, we'll see. But we will never stop to travel. Like we build such amazing relationship with people all over the world, different communities. It's just going to be how much we want to travel, And as of right now, we are still excited, motivated to go everywhere.
Yeah. I think like this year we've gotten better about the balance at least, because a few years ago, had you asked us like how many weekends we do in a year, we would have told you that we do 47. There's 52 in the year. It's not smart.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And like we didn't have any free time. We didn't have personal lives. We just went from event to event, and we're kind of like not really nomadic at that. Like we would still come home, but when you do weekend by weekend, our typical life right now is like we pack up, go to an event on a Wednesday, Thursday, and then we come home on a Monday. Typically it can be pretty late, so we lose the Monday. So the only time that we have at home is Tuesday and Wednesday to unpack and repack, do our online classes, reset a little bit, sleep in our own bed, and then we go off again. So a lot of times we just have 2 days at home to just really reset. And so doing that for a very long period of time, it can be a lot. So now this year we've done a lot better where we do weekends back to back, but we're not doing like 8 in a row. Or we've done the worst I think was 12 in a row.
14, I think.
14? Oh my god.
14 weekends in a row without a single break during weekends.
And four or 5 of those were internationals, right? We did Australia,
Africa,
Europe.
Yeah, that was many continents back to
Israel.
back,
Yeah, we were all over the place that year, and it was my body was just shutting down. It was I had like I think the fact that like changing circadian rhythms all the time and then having like new schedules, new food, all the things, it's your body needs to have some time to reset. So I think this year we've done a lot better at just taking care of our health.
Yeah.
by not adding too many weekends.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We have a good question, kind of like connected to this. It's how do you choose which events you want to attend?
Oh.
That's a good question because you often see us going to events, but you guys are not really part of the process on how we also accept or can decide or put our energy towards, you know, a certain type of events.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's two different sides of us as a partnership. And I think each partnership or each dancers will have their own feeling about which type of event they attract the most or they fit with the most, right? So we have a side where we are performers. So as you can see, we love to perform a routine, perform improv. So socially, also competitively, like we are big performers. So we love this side of it. So we are really attracted to big events with big stages, like the Open, Mad Jam, Liberty Swing, Budapest, all those events that have such a big stage. We thrive when we have a big audience and we can share our art. That's something that we love to do. And same for teaching. We love to have pretty big, large classes where we can share our knowledge and touch many different dancers. So that's one side that we love to have. I don't know if you do anything on this.
No, yeah, that's how I feel too.
And it allowed us to work at some of the biggest conventions in different countries. So you also meet, you know, local teachers, local students. So it's a really good way to be able to connect with a lot of people in your own community. And the other side that we like is very specific workshop weekend or tighter events where we can go way deeper into technique. So it happens often where we're going to decide to go to an event or to a specific workshop weekend in a community that really want us to push them. And so we're going to go deep, like deeper than what we do in an all-level class at an event. So it's really allowing us to also challenge ourselves, push concept further, and be able to connect to another level with students. So we love both sides. We love the side where it's larger scale of events, where we can push the art in general, and smaller event, but really focused on training, where we can push them and push us at the same time.
We love the balance of it. Like that's the cool thing about what we do is it's not the same thing all the time. So we never get bored. And I think like we pick events according to, you know, what we want to feel. And like for us, we get booked a year to a year and a half in advance. So we have to kind of plan it out. Okay, around this period, we tend to feel like we want to push our sport. This is like, it's springtime. So we do like Mad Jam and West Leona. We do events that we get to like really push and like perform. And then afterwards, like we'll go to a cruise and it'll be more fun based. It'll be more social based. And we like to pick events kind of like choosing like, okay, we were just doing many events where we were having to be on and having to be big performers. As soon as we want to like dial it back, we'll pick events that tend to be a little bit smaller, a little bit more personal, just so that we can also balance out so that we're not just like on all the time, you know? So I think that that's a learning process for us. Like we've done good with that, balancing out the months.
Yeah. Well, someone asked, what's the most valuable part in your life?
Most valuable part in your life?
That's a very broad, but yeah.
I think it's so good.
Go ahead.
Human connection is extremely valuable to me. It doesn't matter how it is done, but I'm very big on numerology, and my life path number is a 3, which basically means I need to be creatively expressing myself. So for me, like in order to creatively express myself, that can be in conversation, that can be doing what we're doing right now, that can be through teaching, that can be through dancing, that can be through people also creatively expressing themselves to me. So having a conversation, you know, is extremely important to me. So that's my number one. And that's what's amazing is that we're in a community. So I get to have that all the time. I get to like chat with people all the time and connect with them and help them. That is very, very valuable to me. So human connection.
It's hard for me. I don't know what to say. I will need to maybe think about it. The thing is, I've known dance my whole life. And we have a question also about if we did any training school or anything for dance. My parents have a dance school in the south of France that I've been part of since I was born. So dance has been my whole life. So I've never worked on anything else because I knew I wanted to be a professional dancer. So I trained since I was 6 years old, I decided to be full-time dance. And so I worked on this. I went to school, but directly after high school, I dropped and I wanted to be full-time dance. So I only know dance, right? So I would say the same, pushing myself, connection. But the more I get older and the more question I have, what is a normal life? What is the other side? Because I've never done it. And we start to have it by having different projects, like building our own business and not just being dancers at events. So I start to feel like somehow a normal touch of what is it to have your own business and push outside of just dancing. But what makes me want to continue what I'm doing, I would say, is the pleasure to dancing with someone. And when I can social dance is where I get the most pleasure because I connect with someone. And I think that's beautiful. I love the community aspect, but what I love the most is seeing magic happening on the dance floor. So people dancing, creating stuff, seeing the dance evolving. I think it's the most valuable thing that I have in Moscow Swing is like seeing the dance grow and being part of it.
Yeah. I'm going to also answer for you.
Go ahead.
Because I know you pretty well.
Really?
But I'm gonna also say that the number one thing that you value, if I don't talk about the community, I don't talk about dance, and I don't talk about work, I think the number one thing that you value is family.
Yeah, true. I was thinking more work related.
I know you were. I know. But you I think you, like, little backstory on him, like, he will always make time for his family. And even, like, I love this about him. If I go and I spend some time with my twin sister who lives up in the mountains, I'll go up and I'll go spend the night with her, hang out with her and her baby and her husband. And he'll stay here, like, he'll hang around and he'll ask my dad to go get dinner. And he'll take my dad to go to the movies, and, like, he'll ask my parents to spend some time. I don't know anybody that would do that with their in-laws, but you, like, that is just. And then anytime that we're in France, he will message his family. It'll be like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. He's like, I'm awake. Anybody awake to go get a coffee? Like, all the time. And, like, every morning you can pretty much count on him messaging his family members and being like, let's have lunch.
Yeah, and I also don't see them often, so I want to connect as much as I can. But that's true. I'm really close to my family. That's my base, right? Yeah. That's my inner circle, my family. And then I have my other family, which is the dance family. I love. So I would say, yeah, that's what I have the most valuable in my life, not just as a dancer. Yeah. That's good.
You're very good with that.
You're sweet. Okay, you know the next one?
Go, send it.
I have some repeats I'm watching. Oh, how much time you spend with family and friends? As much as we can. Yeah, as much as we can. Like, yeah. We try to save some time for ourselves and, like, be, like, I like my solitude as well. As much as I love connecting with people, I also like my solitude sometimes. So as much as we can. Yeah. Within reason. Is Ramirez a French name? It's not. It's Ramirez. This is Italian. What do we do?
You're also part Italian, so
part.
Yeah.
My last name is from Spain. My dad, both of his parents, so my grandma and grandpa, are Spanish. So they are from Spain. So it is full Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. I should. I blame my dad because he didn't speak Spanish when I was a kid. I should actually just learn. But this is something that I need to do. I've been saying it's on my list, so I need to work on it.
Thank you so much, Just a Christian Girl 777. That is so sweet. Thank you. I want to answer your questions too. So, how much weight can you lift, Thibault?
How much weight can I lift?
Me times 2.
Oh, damn! It depends on what. On squats, pretty high. I do. Is it kilos or pounds?
Oh, yeah, true. Kilos and pounds are
I think pounds. What are the big ones? Is it 40 that I take? I think the big 40 pounds. I take the 40 and I think I put 1. So 60, I don't know. Probably around 100.
I've seen you press 180.
Like, yeah, you know what? That's a good question. I should look it up because I don't do always the same. I do some weightlifting, but also do a lot of explosive training. And I'm changing my program right now, which is changing at the same time. So I will need to look in pounds because I think I remember kilos and I always get mixed up with it. Yeah. So I will look it up and I will tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I think, yeah, he usually like is aiming to press like my weight times like 2 normally. So like I think the most you did was 200. Yeah, or like a little bit over. How many dance turns can I do without stopping? That is also, I don't know actually. Like I think we've done a full song of turning, which is like 3 minutes. I did that one time. Like I can't tell you how many turns that is, but I've done 3 minutes worth of turning. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and do that for 3 minutes. It wasn't very good, but we ended up doing it. So that might be one of the challenges that we do in our live practices one of these days.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, go full song.
Raphael, salut Raph, is asking, could you tell us who inspires you as dancer couple in West Coast Swing or the dances? So I'm gonna say a few people that really inspires me in West Coast Swing. Do you want to say names?
What?
Do we want to
like like who inspires us?
Yeah.
God, everybody.
I know that's
everybody for different things.
That's a hard question. Maybe I'm gonna turn around the question that way I can respond to it more precisely. People that have had an impact on my journey as dancer. In West Coast Swing, Maxence and Virginie, Maxime and Tori, Jordan, Tat, Benji, Cal and Sarah, and I'm afraid I'm gonna not say everyone, but that's people actually I worked with a lot, either through choreography or social dancing. And then I have friends that also inspires me a lot that we work with closely, like Yakub and M, Shanna, Lisa, KP and Brian. It's people that we're really close with and we work a lot with. So yeah, those people, but the people that coached me, that really coached me a lot throughout my journey were Maxence, Cal and Sarah, Benji, and Jordan and Tatiana. That's the people that I worked along my journey a lot with. So yeah, that's the one that really pushed me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big fan of all the dancers or influences. Karen and Ricardo in salsa, they've been a big inspiration on just the way, the dynamic, what they do. Some ballroom couple that I really liked, also figure skating. So there's a lot of inspiration too.
Yeah, I think like everybody that you mentioned, like even our friends, I think it's amazing because we learn so much from each other, and like because everybody has such unique styles, we can find inspiration in everybody. Mm-hmm. Like I'll go to specific people for specific things. I'll ask specific questions. Like how do you take your one so smoothly, or how do you keep like a square body but still find so much fluidity? You know, like there are certain dancers that I'll watch that I'm just like, I'm enamored with everybody, not just our coaches, but our friends as well, our peers, even people that are starting to come up into the dance, that are starting to make a name for themselves. Inspiration is everywhere. I don't limit it at all, and as we shouldn't. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I love all of my friends, all of my peers.
So we have another question. I'm kind of picking because there's a lot. We have a question about football fan. I'm not a huge football fan.
Like football, like
soccer, I think.
Soccer or American football?
Soccer, it's pretty big right now. I'm a fan when France is playing. I know it's bad. Some people are like, you should support soccer if you support soccer. Well, I look at it, but I'm really into it if France is playing. Voila, I said it.
Oh yeah, yes, soccer.
Okay, good. But I like soccer. I think it's fun. I think it's great. And if I would need to pick a team, I stopped when Lyon, I was supporting Lyon at one point, but it was maybe 10 years ago. So I don't know where they're at now.
Great.
What advice would you give to a novice who wants to grow, or like newcomer, or like new novice? I would say the West Coast community is becoming so big that try to first have fun, right? That's the first thing. This is not the only thing, but a lot of people get too stressed out by doing novice, and often it can be huge divisions. Like it can be enormous, right? 120 dancers or couples. So the first thing, you should keep it fun, because if you don't, it might be really frustrating, right?
Yeah.
The second thing is when you get to the competition, you cannot change anything. All the work that you need to do is before the competition. And I see so many people getting stressed because they need to think about this, about this, about this. Don't think too much. Your goal is to do all your work, your practice outside of the comp floor. When you get to the competition floor, focus on your partner, focus on the music, have fun. That's the goal. Judges will also feel the energy. So have fun on the floor, even if, yes, you need to think about the bass, staying on time, the lines. But it should be the result of your work and not something that you try to control directly.
Yeah, and I want to add this too. Like, if we are in novice, sometimes it can feel a little bit overwhelming because West Coast Swing is one of the most difficult partner dances out there. It is extremely complex. It's not one size, fits all. It's very much like everyone has their own specific techniques and things that work for them, and you may find that that may not work for you. The goal is to take it almost as if like you're at Disneyland and you're like, oh my gosh, there's so many attractions, so many things to see, so many rides. Explore everything with so much excitement. Like that is probably the biggest advice that I can give. Don't limit yourself on all the different things, and like don't be overwhelmed with all the different things. Explore it with as much curiosity and full attention that you possibly can, and then later decide whether you want to keep it, whether you like it or not, right? But experiencing is going to be very, very important. Taking all the workshops, taking private lessons, listening to people talk about it, ask questions, be curious. Yeah, that's my advice.
That's great. Going to next questions. This is a nosy questions, but I'm going to respond briefly.
Nosy?
Yes. I see what they said. Oh, KP and Brent. My God, I just saw that too. How much for Thibault to do the split in his next Jack and Jill? Dude, I'll do the American split. We've been doing that in Boogie for so many times.
American split?
The American, we call that in France. I'll show you. It's what Philippe does.
An American split?
You know Philippe, what he does all the time?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But Philippe does that at every single Jack and Jill, so I don't know if I should do it. So it's his new brand.
Play the game.
For how much? For 5. If you guys don't know this game, I'll have to explain to you.
Basically, like, would you rather? No.
What are the odds? What are the odds?
Yeah,
so it's a game that we do at events between friends, and it's basically a game where we dare each other to do things. Like Tatiana had to do so many crazy things with this game, and she's the best to play with.
Yeah. Because she will play.
Benji too. Like some people are getting drunk or colonel. Some people go far, and I love it.
Yeah.
And so we play, for example, for how much you enter the floor and you need to fall, on the floor. And so you give a number, and if I get your number, then you have to do it. Anyway, it's a funny game. If you see us doing crazy stuff, that's probably the game.
Yeah.
Okay. Thibault, do you sometimes feel bad not becoming an accountant in Excel sheets instead of becoming a champion as a leader?
What?
Oh yeah, because I said for my wondering what it is to have another life, a normal life. That is funny. Sometimes I do. I'm like, what if I would be a lawyer? What would be my life like? It would be different, right? So that's a funny question. Okay.
I mean, are you gonna answer it?
I mean, I do sometimes. I'm like, yeah, I'm wondering. I cannot respond to what it is because I've never done it. But I do wonder. I'm like, what it'd be like to have a desk and being different and travel for fun and not for work. But I love my work, so it's it's always like, do I want to try? I don't want to try. I want to stay on what I'm doing. So it's a good question. Go ahead.
We got a question multiple times. I think we need to answer it.
What is it?
Do we want kids?
No, we didn't get this question.
We did.
I think it's a very good question for Nicole to respond.
Okay, hang on. So yes, but not right now. I'm terrified of this question. Okay, I think it's with time. Me personally, where I'm at in my life right now, if you were to ask me like directly, I'm just going to answer honestly. I am not in the space to answer that kind of question because I don't know how I'm going to be down the road. We don't want kids right now, but we do have an idea of like, if we do want kids, it'll be around this time. And if I feel like it's a good timing for me in my life.
Nicole's spawning 10 kids incoming. Someone commented.
What?
Nicole's spawning 10 kids incoming.
No. Stop it. We get this question a lot. I'm not the kind. I'm very terrified of that side of life, to be honest. I think it's beautiful and powerful. But for where I'm at personally in my life right now and where we are at in our professional life, it doesn't make any sense to have kids at the moment. But who's to say that down the road that will be a thing that happens?
Yeah. We get so many questions about this, and to be honest with you guys, I know I want kids. I've always wanted kids when I was younger. I do not want kids at the second right now. But you also need to, if you put yourself in our shoes, we are competitors traveling all the time. Our bodies are basically what make us live because it's our work. So having kids is putting a big pause on what we're doing. And often for competitors, it's the end of a chapter, right? Because it is a new dynamic. And even if you go through the pregnancy and then you want to compete again, you have a little human you need to take care of. So your whole life is different. So I think we're so into our career and pushing, and we're so comfortable at doing what we're doing right now. And we also have the potential. Our bodies are good. We can do it, and we feel comfortable doing it. So it's a decision to continue pursuing this dream that we've been having and that we are achieving, compared to stopping it right now to have a kid.
Yeah.
And so we'll do it later probably. And I know a lot of people are saying the more time you wait, the more risk you have. We are aware, we know, but it's also a decision. If you want a kid, I believe that if you want a kid, or if you have a kid, you need to assume to have a kid and be prepared for it, and take care of the kid.
We wouldn't want to sacrifice time with that child because we have a professional job to do. Like, and the way that we are with our dancing right now is like, we're willing to sacrifice personal time. We are willing to sacrifice date nights. We are willing to sacrifice, family time because we have that job to do, because we know how important it is. The World Championship, routine stuff, competition stuff, it's extremely important to us and to our work. So we sacrifice a lot in order for that to happen. What we wouldn't want is to sacrifice time with that kid in order to do this, and then feel resentful because we can't sacrifice that time, right? So I think like if we were to do that, we would want to do it when we feel really ready professionally. We've already done everything that we wanted to do so that we can actually give our full attention to this tiny little human. But as of right now, that tiny little human is transformed into
me and Michael.
I don't even know if you guys can see that because she's blending in with the bed. So this is what we've got, and we take care of this, and that is enough for us right now.
That's our girl.
Yeah, that's my baby.
And we had a question many times also, how did he propose? So that's
he didn't until he did.
So guys, we was during COVID, that we're separated for 6 months because of COVID, and we decided to join and be in a country where we can get married to be together. So it was over FaceTime. Hey, do you want to get married?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want. Do you want? Yeah, I want to. Okay, let's join and let's get married. And it was a beautiful wedding. But after that, in one of the mountains that we have in my home in the south of France, I drove Nico on top. Was it in France? No, it was here in the US. It was in France?
It was in France. You took me to the place where we had our first kiss.
Yeah, and I proposed to Nicole.
Yeah, but so it was funny because like we during COVID, as he said, like we got married. I called him and I was like, "Do you want to get married?" Like, because we wanted to, be together again. We got separated for 6 months during COVID, and the only way that we could be back together again was actually if we had documentation stating that we were a married couple and that I could travel to another country to be with my husband. So we got married. It was kind of like a rushed situation, but it was something that we wanted to do. It turned out to be the most beautiful wedding. It was absolutely amazing. Wouldn't change it for the world, even though we didn't get to have like a traditional marriage or even proposal in a sense. It was incredible. Then fast forward a few years later, we're already a married couple after like 2-3 years. And then he proposes to me on a mountain that is overlooking Toulon, his hometown. And that's where he took me on our first date, and we had our first kiss, and so it was really cute. But I was like, why are we coming up here? And it was so funny because for some reason we get there and I could feel he's like kind of weird. Like he's not talking very much. Like he's just like...
I'm waiting for people to get away.
Because there was a tour bus
Oh
of like 20 people that arrived at the same time that we did. And I could tell he was like irritated and I didn't know why. I was like, what's going on? Like, why? Like, normally, like, you don't act this way, especially like people around and stuff. Like, he's like so chill. And like, all these people are like, wow, look at this. And like, they're coming into photos, taking photos and stuff. And apparently, like, he really wanted them to just leave. So like, he kept waiting and just like super quiet. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm just going to be like, here, this is a beautiful view. Like, I haven't seen it in the daytime, you know, like. And then finally these people leave and like he gets down on one knee and he's so nervous. And I'm like, oh, okay. You wanted to do this. Oh, okay. And I'm just cracking up because I'm like, why? Like, what the heck? We're already married. Like, why are you nervous, first of all? And second, like, are we really doing this? And like, it was so cute. So I love that. Like,
Sean is on fire. Jean-Do is on fire. So many comments. He just said Thibault proposed doing the knee slide he always does.
Oh my god!
Can you imagine? Woo!
his traditional little knee slide into me. Yeah, that's kind of what happened. As soon as those people left, he was like, "Whoa!" Yeah. It was a very adorable experience. Yeah, I thought you were very cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, I'll never forget that.
Do you take one more?
Yeah.
So we have from Nicole, see George Fitness, McGregor Fitness. In making of any open choreo, was there any doubt wanting to change it, redoing it completely? So, yes.
Yes.
The open choreo is always one of the most stressful things that we do in the year because it is basically what's going to be judged at the World Championship. And cannot decide how the year is going to go for the following year after the Open, right? Because if you do well, then it's an amazing year. If you don't do well, you can still have a good year, but you know it's kind of like the big thing for all of us.
Yeah.
So, and it's not just about the results; it's also about how the audience receive the piece. If the audience receive it, then you're so happy because you're going to do it in so many places, and people are excited to see it. If they don't receive it as well, it's not the best, right? So we have two things. We have the choreography process, the way we choreograph it, and then we have how well we execute it. We love to push ourselves. So it happens often a few weeks before the big competition, we decide to make an adjustment because we need to, right? So we always need to make sure we can hit it, and we're not 50-50. Yes, it can work. Yes, it doesn't work. So especially with acrobatics, we always need to make sure it is safe enough to do it 10 times and succeed 10 times. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's the goal.
Yeah. And when it doesn't succeed, we change. And that happened with this past routine. Actually, that happened with Vampire, where we had a specific move. We really wanted to do it. We would do it 10 times after we would have a full run through, and then we would just drill that last move to make sure that it was good. And at one point, it was like, we would do it 10 times, and then the 10th time it wouldn't work. And that was, or like the 9th time it wouldn't work. And that was enough for us to be like, no, we have to change it. You know, we need to feel secure and when we go on the floor. So yeah, there's doubts, but when we get to the Open, we don't want doubts. We've most of the Opens that we've done, we had doubts, most of them. And we hate that feeling. We want to feel like we can hit it no matter what, even if there's like some issues. If we are a little bit off in the preps, we can still get through it. So ever since we've made that a rule for us, it's been so much better of an experience. Like we get to go on the floor and we get to just like share our experience, our art, and our love of performing fully without this feeling in the back of our brain of like, are we gonna hit it? Like there is some movements that do that, you know, but it's not to the point where it's like, it's a 50-50 chance. Like we don't want to take that risk. So it's like, it's now, yeah, much more of an enjoyable experience. Of course, while you're creating the piece, there's lots of doubt as you go through it. And then like, we like to have our friends around us. We like to have like, for example, Jacob and Em are usually with us. The weeks leading up to the Open, we have his dad, we have Benji, my family. Benji's around us. Maxence, Maxime, Tori. Like we usually have people in our corner that can help us and shape us, and like they also affirm when something is going good and when they like something. And so if we feel like something is a little bit off, we're like, oh no.
We have a really good team around us.
Yeah.
Which makes a huge difference too.
Like no matter where you go, no matter what level you get to, it's so important to have that team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're towards the end of the live stream. Thank you so much for all of you guys for being here and spending the time with us.
Yeah, thank you.
If you like this type of live stream of us just chatting with you guys and you can send questions, please let us know. Be vocal about what you like, because then we can create. Our goal is also connecting with all of you.
Yeah.
We post so much content that we have dance-wise. We also want to connect on another level with you guys. So let us know how you feel. If you have anything that you'd like us to do, you can tell us too.
Yeah, if there's like specific content you're like, oh, I'd love to see you guys do this, or I'd love to see you guys talk about this. Like we're really open. We love spending time on camera. So if you guys have some things that you want to add, or just feel free to like type it into the chat. And yeah, we're very, very excited to spend this time with you guys and looking forward to the next one. And thank you so much. Oh, c'est Raph.
C'est gentil.
Merci beaucoup. C'est trop gentil.
Yeah, we'll probably do another live stream. We wanted to do it every 2 months, every month.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, let us know let us know your thoughts. Our goal is to do things depending on what you guys like to.
Yeah. Thanks for coming and chatting and connecting with us.
Well, I like to see the comments I'm reading.
I know.
That's so sweet.
And so we'll see you guys. We'll be next. Our next event is Liberty Swing, so stay tuned for that because we're going to be sharing some content.
Oh, and
leading up to that one.
Promo site too. If you are a West Coast dancer or want to work on it, we are starting a new bootcamp in July, and it's going to be. Oh, no, I'm not supposed to say because we're going to do a little tease about it.
Oh, we're going to tease.
I was almost going to tell you what will be the next topic of the bootcamp, but I will not. So stay tuned.
You'll find out.
We're going to have more content even on the platform. We're so excited about this. So our online classes is available to you. If you want to be part of it, go and join us on our website. Yeah, we do stuff like this, but more dance related, less personal, but yeah. All right, thank you. Love you guys. Good night. Bye. Good evening. Au revoir. À bientôt. Okay. Bisous.